Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Eddie Jennings from EJSLLC.com. Feels like it's been forever since I made a video, and I guess it has. It's been about a month or so. I've been pretty busy this past month. I had knee surgery, which went very well, and I'm on the road to recovery, and had a couple of other life changes in the last month that have begged my attention. But I'm back. I have some more time to make some videos, and so here we go with some new content. I'm going to try to get back on the weekly cadence for videos, maybe more than one a week if both time and inspiration strike me. This video is not going to be too terribly long, but it's a little trick that I want to show you that I actually discovered this week and has been most helpful in my home lab, and that deals with SSH and the -T flag. And let me just do man SSH real quick and look at -t. And what this talks about is forced sudo terminal allocation. Basically what this allows us to do is to be able to have some interactive stuff via SSH. And let me show you what I mean by that. So if I were to SSH into this little test VM that I have going, if I can remember its IP address. All right, yes, and we'll feed it a password. And I'll fat finger it the first try. Those of you that remember my RHCSA videos will know I fat finger passwords fairly often. And so here we are, I'm in my test VM. Let me clear the screen here. And let's say I wanted to add a user to this test VM. So user add test1. This will, test1 already exists. Of course it does, because I did that in some of my testing. So I think I did 2, so we'll start with 3. So user add test3, there we go. And it's going to complain because you need to have elevated privileges to do this. So in a normal situation, sudo user add test3, it'll ask for my password, and it worked. All right, so here is the problem. So let's say that you're working on your home lab and you want to do a little one-off command via SSH, not establish a whole session and such, just a little one-off command. That's fairly easy to do. So SSH 912, yeah. Nope, that's where the VM was, 1.97. Let's say that I wanted to do tail on etc passwd. It'll ask me for the password, unless you have key-based authentication installed or configured. And there is tail of etc passwd. The problem comes in to if you need to do something that's interactive, such as using sudo. So if I wanted to, let's add, so we have test 1, 2, and 3. Let's try to add test user 4. I'll clear my screen for this first. And we want to do sudo user add test4. And it'll prompt me for the password. And then it's going to fail. Now, this tells you about using a -S option. Actually, I've never tried that before, and I don't even recall in the past getting any suggestion other than just the error that terminal is required to be able to read the password. If you have used -S, by all means, put that in the comments. Tell me how you've used it. I would be curious to learn myself, as I'm sure others would. But what I'm going to show you is that -t flag. So what happens here, if I were to do SSH-T, Eddie at 192.168.197 sudo user add test4. It'll first ask me for my SSH password. And notice it's now asking the password for sudo. And then it closes the connection. Because if you do a little one-liner via SSH, you know, there's no reason for that connection to stay open. And if we want to verify that this actually worked, let me clear my screen, do the up arrow a couple of times to get that passwd. And there we go. So we have our 4 test users now. So not a earth-shattering thing, but there are a number of times in my lab where I just want to do a one-off. I don't need to establish a whole session and such. Just one little quick thing like that. And I have found in this past week the little -t flag has been most helpful for it. So hopefully you also found this useful and helpful. If you did, make sure you click like on the video. Also subscribe to the channel, ring the bell when you do, so you can be aware when new content comes available. I'm happy to be back making some more content for you folks. So as always, thanks for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you the next time.